Welcome to Two Best Days, the day you buy your boat and the day you sell your boat. Our job is to improve all the days in between.
All right, we've covered a few things where why you want a boat, what sort of boat, and now let's, you found that boat, budgeting beyond buying the boat. Buying the boat just gives you a ticket to the show, is that right?
That's right, ticket to the show. The popcorn and the t-shirts and all the other accoutrement costs a lot more. When you buy the boat, the price tag is easy, right? This is an amount. We've budgeted this amount. We know this amount, right?
Correct.
It's all up front. There's a great deal of cost to owning a boat that a lot of people may or may not be aware. Ongoing expenses, dock fees, insurance. In California, we have property taxes on boats. Yep. I don't know if other states do or not.
Yep.
To be fair. You have fuel costs. You have insurance costs.
Yep. And a fuel cost will change depending on how much you use it, but insurance is not going to change. The slip fees may change. That's going to go up.
It's not going down.
It's not going down. You've got to have the boats dived. Have divers look at them. If you have an accident or a log hit your boat or another boat hit your boat, all these expenses are going to happen.
Yeah. You're going to break things. The boat is in a dynamic environment.
And if you're buying a secondhand boat or even a new boat, things wear out. You've got to be aware of that. So when you're budgeting, don't just say, oh, my maintenance cost is, to get the hauled out and paint and bottom paint. You've got to start to think about, hey, my whole coolant system is going to need changing in 10 years.
Yeah.
And so if you've bought a boat and they haven't done the coolant system in 8 years, you've got to start to think about, hey, I might have a 10 grand bill coming up for a whole new coolant system. These are things that in your personal boat, when you've picked it and you've got it, have a look at the history of the boat. And that'll tell you some of the hidden expenses that might come in that's going to help you with your budgeting.
It's not just that they did the work or didn't do the work, but it'll give you an idea what the work will cost when it needs to be done.
And it will need to be done.
Yes. When you haul a boat, it's not just paint and zincs. It's repairs because the boat's out of the water.
Yep.
No one's been looking at it. Even if you've had a diver on it, a diver is not the same thing as walking around in the bright light of day. Like, that doesn't look right.
And engine hours, people are like, oh, it's got low engine hours. That is not always a good thing. If it's just been sitting there untouched, all your elbows and your exhaust system might be rusted out. So you need to look a little bit deeper into the maintenance of the boat, the previous owner, how it's being cared for or used, and that's going to help you in your future budgeting and costs that you don't know are coming.
Exactly. So when you're buying this boat, and we're talking about a fairly expensive boat, even in a used market, unless you're buying one with which they call sweat equity, is a boat that's already broken, and you're planning on doing the work on it. Be very careful in that stuff because, there's the phrase we have in the marine industry is, while we're here, we get the engines out and we're like, well, how about the shafts?
Yeah.
That fuel tank's not looking so good. And you're like, wait, what? Nobody told me. So here again, as we've said in the previous episodes, do your research.
Yep.
Talk to your friends. If you know someone owns a boatyard, talk to them. And
in your budgeting, budget the small things as well. New lines, new fenders. The marine world is expensive. You can drop a pretty dollar just getting new lines and new fenders. Make sure you put that in your budget.
Exactly. Because, we see boats tied up with worn out or inexpensive lines. And that's just going to cost you more money down the road.
Yep.
Not having a decent set of fenders. I just did a boat last week with needed all new fire extinguishers.
Yep. Price in the new head.
Yes.
How much is a new head going to be? So it might last a year, 2 years, 10 years, but eventually you're going to need a new head.
Yeah. Just keep in mind that the repairs will be ongoing and upgrades will be. And so, they're going to happen. And, keep that in mind. That's just all there is to it. It's not just buying the boat, paying the insurance and paying the dock fees. That is the bulk. Insurance and dock fees and buying it is a huge chunk of money.
Yeah. And we mentioned when you make your list of what you want in your boat, all of those things go in the list of budgeting and maintenance as well. Everything you add to that boat is going to add to your budgeting and your repairs and your maintenance later on.
So, on that note, happy hunting and happy sailing.